Welcome to the video. I am out here doing some ultralight multi-species fishing in Alum Creek, Central Ohio. Just wrapping up, mostly because I rolled my ankle in a lot of pain, so I'm gonna go home and take some ibuprofen. That wasn't great, but we caught 7 species, caught a lot of fish, had a lot of fun. Let's get it. Okay, here is fish number 1, little bluegill, and he was hanging out under that log over there. Got some nice vegetation here, that big log in the water, so not surprised to find our friend Mr. Bluegill hanging out there. Let's see if he's got any buddies over there. Fish number 2 and species number 2. This is a hybrid, and you can tell because on the operculum here, I think that's what you call it, like the ear flap behind the gills, there's some orange, kind of some bright color here. We've got the iridescence here up around the mouth. The mouth is much bigger than a bluegill, and then you've got some of this orange down here on the fins, as well as some of the patterning on the body. So this is a greengill. Bluegill green sunfish hybrid. 2 species in the first 3 minutes. Now I have to assume what we're going to catch next is a green sunfish, right? We caught the bluegill and we caught the hybrid, so where's the greenie? I entered just right on the bank right back here, came down, I saw this nice kind of structure here and wanted to fish this, but then we're going to be heading upstream for about a mile. Should have a nice little wading trip ahead of us. I am in Alum Creek. A lot of people know of Alum Creek for its lake up north of Columbus here in Central Ohio. It is also a beautiful creek, and it is the damming of this creek that has created that beautiful lake, which is a wonderful place to fish. Now, I'm not going to say I can tell the future, okay? But that's a green sunfish. That's our 3rd species in the first 5 minutes here. Now we got the green sunfish, the bluegill, and the greengill. Yeah. Now that green sunfish was sitting out right under that log. I'm fishing with a beetle spin. One of my favorite lures to fish with in creeks and rivers. And if I'm tossing it towards a log like that, what I'm doing is I'm trying to get it as close as I can without obviously snagging. And then I'm letting it just kind of flutter down and then a retrieve from there. Nice little blade on there, looks like a bait fish, and then the namesake for the beetle spin, it's got that little beetle grub body on there. This thing just catches everything, and because it's kind of structured like a small little tiny spinner bait, it does not get hung up very much, which, you know, in this type of setting is important. All right, caught our 3 little sunfish there. Now we're gonna move upstream. Now, one thing I do know about this creek is that it is absolutely loaded with green sunfish like this fellow. All right, there's our smallie. Heck yeah. Nice little 12, 13 incher. Beautiful fish. Nice fight. Nice acrobatics. Oh, that was sweet. Well, that's species number 4, and that's my favorite fish to catch on planet Earth. Creek smallie. Oh, man, that was fun. All right, so the reason I stopped here and I'm kind of fishing into the center of the creek here is we have some depth. It's maybe 3 or 4 feet deep back there, and up there 6 to 12 inches deep. So we got a nice little pool here, and there's weeds in the center. So what I did when I caught that guy is I casted kind of straight up there, and I can see into the water enough that I can retrieve this lure directly above the weeds. So he must have been sitting down kind of right by those weed beds, presumably just waiting to ambush something for dinner. And unfortunately for him, he ambushed my beetle spin, but he's safely released back into the water. That was awesome. This another greengill. That's the one bad thing about wading, is like you're thinking, oh, it's great, man, I'm gonna cover so much water, I'm gonna explore a mile of this creek, and then you find a spot with fish and it's difficult to move. Let's talk about our conditions here. 5:16 Wednesday, August 7th. We got 83 degrees out, 9-mile-per-hour winds out of the north. It is cooler today actually than it's been over the last week or so, and it's cloudy. So my thought was the fish might be a little more active today, not quite as hot and sunny, causing them to sit on the bottom of the river and not want to do anything. Green sunfish. There's certain places you look at, you just know there's fish. Like, there's a fish sitting by this log. I can't see it, but I know it's there. If I was a fish, I'd be sitting by that log. Oh, yeah, he's there. He took a bite and he said, that don't taste right. But he tried again. Greenie. Fifth species, baby. Rock bass. Look at that guy. Seen your rock bass. Fifth species. We've made it not even 50 yards. drop that homeboy, but that was another greengill. All right, we like it here, right? Current coming down, little eddy over there, pool over here. And we are out here catching monsters. Green sunfish. Absolute tank. Green sunfish. Can you even see that guy? Let's get out here in the light. Yeah. Well, there's definitely more under here. Boy, this would be a great place to fish when it was hot and sunny, huh? Green sunfish. Green sunfish. Gonna get a little bit more into the woods and away from all this street noise here as we go north. Greengill. All right, there's fish in here. We got depth, structure. Bluegill. Another bluegill. Greengill. See the tree or the branch down in the water over there? There's got to be someone sitting under that. Yup. It's a green sunfish. I tell you what, man, these guys hit it like a much larger fish. Greengill. Green sunfish. First fish in a while. He's around all this brush. Greenie. 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 Greenie, greenie, greenie. Bluegill. Green sunfish. Green sunfish. Take a wild guess. Greenie. Green sunfish. Big old greenie. All right, species number 6, a little largemouth bass. We got largemouth, smallmouth, rock bass, bluegill, green sunfish, greengill. Look at that guy. Later, buddy. Oh, come on. I did not even know this guy was in here. I feel like he was just swimming towards me. Like he got caught and he was like, I'm just gonna swim to you, guy. Greenie. Whoopsie daisy, right in the tree. You do like 10 sweet casts in a row and you think, man, I am good at this, and then launch it into a tree. That's what I do anyways. What you're hearing in the background here is a BMX racetrack here in Westerville, Ohio. Northeastern suburb of Columbus, Ohio. Greenie. All right, we got species 7. A little chub of some kind. Creek chub. Let's call him a creek chub. Greenie, dropped him. Greenie. Nice big hybrid, greengill. Green sunfish. Alright, I walked back on the bike path to where I started. Just wanted to see if there was any more smallies. This is the only spot where I caught one. A little up that way, but it's a green sunfish. But you know, I'm appreciative for this fish. Rolled my ankle really bad in the river back up there. That way I have bilateral chronic ankle instability, which is not great for somebody with my hobbies. And yeah, I injure my ankles like once a month or so. It sucks. And yeah, so I turned my ankle in the river, fell in, and I was having a hard time. I taped it up. I have a first aid kit with me, and I always keep some Maluka tape in there in case this happens. So I taped it up, got the shoe back on, and I didn't really want to walk a whole lot more in the river for fear of doing it again. So I got out, got on the bike path, and walked all the way back here, about 3/4 of a mile or so. But I rolled it, and I actually fished about 10 more minutes where I was, and I didn't catch anything, and that was just got stuck in my head. I was mad. So I wanted to stop off here. This is one of the more productive spots right at the start where we caught our smallie, see if I could put another fish on the board. So that's why I am thankful for that green sunfish. And we'll hang out here for a few minutes. It's beautiful. See if we can catch another one without hurting myself any worse. Okay, so we got the green sunfish as redemption. I didn't want to hurt myself and then just not catch another fish after that. So we got the greenie, which was a theme today, right? I think I caught probably about 20 of those guys. We got 7 species. Caught a ton of fish on the ultralight. The ankle is sprained. Well, I don't think it's broken. That's the good thing about having like hypermobile joints. You sprain them all the time, but there's so much elasticity there that you don't get tears and fractures and stuff. silver lining, right? Anyways, thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one.